Hello, welcome back to my channel. So today I need to sort my recipe out. But today we're doing something that is great for Christmas. It's not Christmas food, but it's something that's like, something that in the winter you kind of like, right, this is a nice warming meal. This is exactly what I need this time of the year. And it is more of a wintry food. Before I start, I would like to quickly, I just got my 2019 Wrapped Spotify, and the top two I'm not surprised by. I'm not surprised by my top artists and songs. I'm surprised about what isn't in the list. Like mine top should be The Vamps, Shawn Mendes, Jonas Brothers, One Direction, Harry Styles, that sort, and maybe even a bit of Camila Cabello and Selena Gomez. But my top, a little mix, and my top was The Vamps, followed by Shawn Mendes, then followed by Lily James, who was in, I'm not sure how this made number 3, but in the summer when Mamma Mia 2 came out, I was obsessed with it, and I literally had the songs on repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat. Literally for the entire summer I listened to Mamma Mia 2 songs. But that is the only time I've ever listened to it, and it's from the entire year. Like, I knew that'd be quite high up because I did it, but I didn't think that would make my top 5. Then it was Little Mix, and then it was 5 Seconds of Summer. I'm not a fan of 5 Seconds of Summer, but I like the music, but I'm not really a fan of them. Like, although they're having a UK tour, and they're coming to Leeds on the 15th, which is my nearest arena, Leeds Arena, on the 15th of May. It's not something I would go and see, but I do like their music. I'm surprised that like One Direction, Harry Styles, Jonas Brothers and that didn't make the cut. But anyway, and also I can't get Christmas songs. I've just been ongoing repeatedly playing Christmas songs this morning, and I can't. I had to stop it. I watched 3 episodes of I'm a Celeb and constantly listened to Christmas songs, and now I've had to stop all that to record. Which isn't a bad thing, because I need to make videos so you can have Vlogmas. But I would still like to preferably be listening to Christmas songs. But anyway, that's what I've been up to. Watching I'm a Celeb, watching I'm a Celeb, seeing my Christmas Unwrapped on Spotify 2019, and constantly listening to Christmas songs. So today, I'm not sure what's up with all these recipes that I've been doing, and they all say Worcestershire sauce. And I can't even say it. Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire sauce. Anyway, I don't like the stuff, I don't have any, and I refuse to put it in. I don't like a drop in like everything I seem to do for some reason. So today, as I was saying, this is something that is a wintry meal. Everyone would love at Christmas, and well, I just think it's perfect Christmassy food. Not a Christmas food, but no, winter. I meant to say winter, wintry food. So today, if you can't tell by the mince, and I would guess it's a pretty wintry thing, we are making a shepherd's pie. Now we are dry frying the mince, because if you don't dry fry mince, like, so you can cook it in oil, and sometimes people put a little bit of oil in, but dry frying mince is the best way, because all the fat comes out of the mince, and you have the water from the fat. If you put oil in, sometimes it can get too oily. But before we start, I'd like to say thank you very much for watching Vlogmas, and well, just enjoying it. Not yesterday, but I think it was Monday. My last video I filmed, I did Would You Rather. I am planning a part 2 maybe, because when I did Never Have I Ever, I did a part 1 and a part 2. But the other day I just did a part 1. But I might do a part 2. And although this is Vlogmas and I'm going to vlog every single day, I can't physically do it every single day. Sometimes I have to pre-record. So the other day, what did I make? I decorated the Christmas tree and did a Would You Rather. But as I keep saying, any suggestions, I will generally do them. So I'm going to get my hand in with mince. And I'm going to, actually let's get your pan nice and hot to begin with. And you can just break it up in the packet, and then you need to wash your hands and get rid of the packaging. Please leave any video ideas down below, because I will do them. I have to come up with 25 ideas. I do want to try and be as daily as possible, even throughout the whole year, just throughout YouTube. I would like to be daily as possible, but obviously it's not possible all the time. So, now sometimes I do this and I'm thinking, I can relax or quickly film a video, or I can relax, I've got 2 hours, what do I do? And sometimes I'm like, I've already got 4 videos this week, let's take a chill, let's have a break for change. But with Vlogmas, no chance. But I've actually, for the first time in forever, honestly, on average I have 1 day off a week. For some reason this week I have 2 days off. I'm not sure how that's happened, but I'm going to enjoy it, and it's honestly the perfect time as well, because it's honestly the perfect time as well for 2 days off, because I can do Vlogmas. That should be the sound when it goes in, the sizzle. You can't freeze stuff once cooked. You can't refreeze anything either. You guys defrost this, but so now you need to get your veggie juice packet in the bin. So your hands need to be cleaned with soap, and then get mixed in, because it will stick until the juices come out, the fat juices come out. As you can tell, I don't know if you can properly see it, but all like the fat juices are coming out when you have that liquid. To be fair, when I have recipes for food, I kind of like, the recipes are there for the quantity and the ingredients. Not the same method, because I know how to make shepherd's pie. I've done shepherd's pie plenty of times before. It's just the fact that knowing exactly how much of anything you need, or the quantity, to make it the perfect shepherd's pie. Nice wintry dish, which is perfect. As you can tell, you've got all that juice out the bottom there. So you do get the juiciness of it. So, my recipe, I've actually just read it. The method is different to the method I'm doing now. It doesn't suggest browning your mince off first. Cooking and like fully cooking it, is browning it. The mince is brown, we turn it off. Now we need a saucepan with veg stock. So I don't know why I said veg stock, because it's beef mince. You need a mince. I've read veg stock because half the time on this channel I do veg stock. You need you need beef stock. Pop it in like so. You might have to crush it up a bit if it doesn't dissolve. Now you're going to need a jug. You want 500 millilitres, so you just do the whole jug. And we're going to let this simmer away. That's the suggested amount for a standard 500 gram mince packet, but you may need more, but that's what the suggested amount is. 1 pint, half a litre or 500 millilitres. If you need actual quantities there. So the next thing, I do something that's so easy. I think like shepherd's pie is one of those things that is just so easy, and it can last. You can have it for like 3 or 4 meals. It can last like half a week. You can't freeze it though. We need 2 big carrots, peeled and diced. Question is, how many potatoes fit 500 grams? That's what I always question. And mash is something that really gets on my nerve. Mashed potato. People putting milk in mashed potato. It says 85 grams of butter. My recipe. I'm tempted to do 3 potatoes just because I can't run out of potatoes. So the next thing you need to do is you need to get peeling. Now I know where my peeler is. I found it. So you could do with like a waste ball or something, but I'm just gonna let me change my setting. It is like the world's extremely sharp peeler. Now this is technically a better peeler than the pink one that you see me use all the time, but I'm always scared to use this one because it's sharp. So sometimes I use the other one, but it is much better. But the pink one is dirty, and I do choose that one over this because this one's just so sharp, but it is mild better. Despite I've watched like the entire X Factor, I don't know who won, and if I'm being completely honest, it wasn't my winner. My winner was Max and Harvey, followed by V5, followed by Jenny, followed by Megan. But anyway, but I watched every single series, and I watched it like on the night and everything. Because the final was A, 2 hours long, and B, overlapped with Strictly for like, and by the time Strictly finished, there was less than half of the X Factor left, and then when it was 2 hours, just thinking, don't have time, and because it was only like 30 minutes, and then I'm a celeb start, so I'm just like, I'd rather chill for half an hour, get ready nicely to bed and sort stuff out, and then what? They're trying to cram all of X Factor in and record, and then miss out on Celebrity, which is on like every day. I think that's literally finishing now. So I get to watch the final, but to be fair, I've been busy every day since till today. My weekend is technically Thursday and Friday. I don't have Saturday or Sunday off. Next Saturday I've got a very long shift, which for some reason I'm not sure why, it seems to be longer than usual, but I'm not going to complain, I'm going to still go and do it. But and it's on the day of the Strictly final. So I may have to miss the Strictly final depending on when it's on. You should really have a wave board for this, but you can always just tip. I like this board because you can just like fold it up, like fold the sides, and then you can like shove it into the bin. I actually forgot how great this peeler was. But the reason I'm using this one rather than the other one, as I said, this is sharper and it's better. And the other one's less sharp and I'm scared of hurting myself. It's actually dirty. But this one is actually loads better. But I'm pretty sure my sister cut herself on pineapple. Peeling pineapple. Did something with this. Ever since I've been scared of using it. Because I've been so close several times and she's hurt herself. But it got gifted to me. Not from the company or anything, from one of my family. They bought it for me because they know I'm into cooking and they found it. And they have one and they're like, it's so good, you need to have one of your own. And you can also like change settings and stuff on it anyway. This veg stock's actually turning out alright. You don't really need to break up the stock. It's kind of broken up already. But you need to put it back in the jug. You need to put it back in the jug before it goes into the mince. Because, just in case, just to check, because it can reduce. You need to double check you've got 500ml. If you haven't got 500ml and it's reduced so much, haven't got 500ml, you can just top it up with hot water. Well, warm, hot, not boiling, but like hot, not cold. So now you're making your mash. Just say weigh your potatoes, but on the slide. I've estimated. There's a kilogram or 1,000 grams. They reckon. No. When it comes to mash, I like to do it. You can't do it too small that it disintegrates. But if you do it too big, it won't cook. So I reckon small but not too small. And I'm loving the size of these carrots. But you also have to cut all your potato the exact same size, or otherwise the smaller bits will be cooked, and then the other bits will be like rock hard or vice. So you do need to actually pan. This is very dark, but it's literally just one stock cube. Sometimes I suggest two, sometimes I suggest one. Just says 500ml of the beef stock. It doesn't say cube, one stock cube. It doesn't say stock cube or anything. It just says 500ml of beef stock. So presumably one. So I'm actually going to use this pan again so you get the flavour of the beef stock without washing it. So I'm going to keep that boiling because I need to now chop the carrot. So we're going to chop some carrot. It says on the recipe 2 to 3 medium carrots. Well, mine look pretty large, so I stuck with 2. Also for the carrots, you don't want them too small either. Because if you do them too small, they will just burn. Some things you do need carrots tiny. There are quite a few recipes for different things where you need tiny pepper. That happens all the time, tiny pepper, tiny. Chop as small as you can hack it, basically. They do roughly need to be the same size, but they can't be that small because something like this I always thought tiny carrots. But actually no, because if you do them that small they will burn. You want to sprinkle your carrots in. This takes a while to cook, should I say, in the oven. But the preparation time is not bad, and it lasts for several days. If you're not a fan of cooking, but you go through the effort of cooking, you might as well make them for a few days. Something like this. Voila. A few days. You just want to fry off your carrot in the beef for 2 to 3 minutes. Now I'm going to weigh my stock out to check I've still got 500 ml. I have not got 500 ml. I'm going to do potatoes in that pan so I get the beefy flavour. So I have got 400 ml. So I'm going to have to top it up with another. You're basically essentially softening the carrots. And bit by bit, you add your stock. And then you add some onion. You may not need all the stock, you may need more, it's an estimated amount. So it's simmering away nice. I'm going to put the top and tail of your carrot, peel them, chop them like down the middle, and then in half, and down the middle again, and then you've got these strips, and then you cook them. I don't know if I explained it great, so you have soft carrots. Boil the kettle for the water for the potatoes. You get the beef in it, even though it's not in there, the stock, you get like a nice flavour. Don't wash the pan over, you get the flavour. Keep bubbling away, and that's exactly what you need. You don't want too much water in there because it takes twice as long to cook anymore. The thing with potatoes is the water, here's the thing, lots of people say boil your water for veg. That is true, but not with potatoes. The water doesn't have to be boiling for potatoes. And lots of people do still boil their water for potatoes. It doesn't have to be boiling. It does not have to be boiling. This recipe did also have Worcestershire sauce in it for some reason. Well, you can have a lid on to boil your water, but then once potatoes are in, well, not potatoes because you can put them in from non-boiling, but once you can boil water with the lid on, but then once you've got the veg in, take the lid off, otherwise it will evaporate the water and go out over the lid. Yeah, I need to get like big onions. This shallot's tiny. So I said multiple times, you go down the line. Probably sick of me telling you to chop a shallot if you watch all your videos. But I bet you every video there'll be someone who's like, I don't know how to do it. You didn't explain how to chop a shallot in the video, and I'm like, well, I've done it in like every other video. And they'll be like, I didn't watch it. Then people are like, I'm bored of you telling me, so. Chop a shallot, it's supposed to be an onion really, but I think it's evaporating nicely. I think I might pause the recording here because there's no point in watching me cook this for like however many. Because this mint should take a good 10 minutes to evaporate from this water, and the potatoes take a good 20 minutes. But when I assemble it, I will come back to you. And I'm going to add salt and pepper into the thing. And a touch of parsley for a bit of flavour. And hey presto. Give it a little stir around. This is a classic shepherd's pie. And I'll catch up with you in a bit once everything's cooked and we're on to the assembly point. I'll show you how to assemble a shepherd's pie and then tell you the cooking time for the oven, and then once it's cooked we'll give it a try. So I've got the mince in the I don't know if it's a pan, but the dish. Now with this, I had to add 200 extra millilitres because I had 500 and it reduced to 400. I had 500, reduced to 400, topped it back up to 5, and then I added another 2. So in total, I had 700 millilitres. Because it got to the point where it started sticking a bit because it ran out. You're meant to have some juice left. You're meant to have a bit of juice. I would say. Meant to have a bit of juice left, or like mint beef stock. If you don't, well, flavour. It's not really shepherd's pie without that. So you reduce it, but you don't completely reduce the liquid. So now I'm just mashing my potatoes, and I think the amount of potatoes I used was a good choice. So I'm going to get some butter. We're back onto the gigantic butter. I'm going to put a knob of this in. It says 85 grams. I'd normally put a big spoon in. It says 85 grams and milk. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm one of these people who are anti milk. I just think there's no flavour in milk, it's a bit bland. Whereas you get loads of flavour in butter. Like I have both or just have butter. In my opinion, I won't ever put milk in this. People who do put milk and you can taste it, it's definitely not as nice. You need to mash your butter to the point where mash your potato until there's no lumps at all. The last thing you want is lumpy mash. And you can try it for seasoning. Now what I didn't tell you, which I did do, actually I don't know if I actually did it on or off camera. I did it with the camera paused. You're meant to cook your potato. You're going to cook your potato in salty water. So theoretically the only bit you should add is pepper now. But also don't over mash potatoes so they come like slush. Which mine is looking a tiny bit like that. If I continue. People who can't be bothered to mash it, do a few mashes, but there's still like loads of lumps. If you know what I mean, still loads of lumps. So we need some pepper in it. You need to cook your... It should have been salty water, which mine was, but I didn't say it. So if you are doing it along with this video, salt your butter, salt your potato. I'm going to get one last final quick mash. Loads of programs that I watch. I'm not going to say which ones, because I feel like I might get judged if I tell you. But quite a few programs that I watch are on a Christmas special coming out next week. 2 of them are, and I can't wait. I don't know where the butter spoon went. I think it's gone in the sink. So regardless, you get a spoon of this, tiny spoonful, just for seasoning. You need it for the actual thing. That is delicious. Much better with butter. And you can taste the flavouring. So I tend to spoon it on. I preheat my oven. But one of the recipes doesn't say preheat in the beginning, so that frustrates me. You're going to spoon your mixture on. But you don't want more potato than mint. Like some shepherd pies, you buy them. They're like loads of potato topping. Then there's like a tiny bit of mint. So you spoon it on. And then you fork it. So you do it with a fork. Now, it's a good job I did do 3 potatoes, because I don't know if I've even got enough for this. I didn't weigh my potatoes, I just assumed 3 big potatoes would be enough, but it's not. I've run out, I've not got enough. So theoretically, you're supposed to have more mash than I have. I just assumed 3 big potatoes were 900 grams. Clearly I need to weigh stuff out with you. And then you just go across like that with your fork. Actually, I think another potato might have been too much, because I've only got like the tiny edge parts. But you do want more minced potato. Nothing worse than having mashed potato, spoon it out and get a tiny bit of mince. You then sprinkle cheese across it to get a nice crusty topping. Just like lasagna, you do it all on here, and then you have to open it in the oven for ages. Bit bitty when it comes to the bottom of packaging. This ran out of cheese, so I've got to like, if it were me, I would proper cover it in cheese. But anyway, this goes in the oven for 20 minutes until the top is starting to colour and the mince is bubbling throughout the edges. And leave stand for 5 minutes while stirring just to cool it down. Oh, I also need to quickly try a carrot to see how soft they are. Them carrots are so soft and so wonderfully seasoned. This has worked out perfectly, pretty much. Now that goes in for 20 minutes, and I will see you in 20 minutes time to try this and give it a rating. It's been about an hour since I last. Well, not an hour. I meant 30 minutes. Because I kind of forgot about it because I was busy watching because of Vlogmas, loads of YouTubers are doing Vlogmas. It's kind of like trying to keep it when you know if you don't watch it. You're gonna. There's this one YouTuber, but I think it's their vlog channel. Yesterday's video, which I was watching, it was like 35 minutes, and the one before was like 23, and the one before that was like 41 minutes, and I'm just like, I much prefer longer vlogs personally. 10-minute vlog is just short and not enough, but when they're that long and every day, it's a bit much to keep up with. But this has been out, and no wonder it says leave for 5 minutes, because it's mine went in for half an hour, because her video, well actually her video was 35 minutes, so it went in for 35 minutes. The edge bits, they didn't, the edge bit where the potato didn't quite reach, I had burn, but it's only like a thin layer on the edge. But the bits that did have like potato on the edge had a nice crisp edge. And despite this being out for several minutes, it's still boiling hot. We're gonna have to delve into it. It's hot but nice. I'm gonna give that. My mouth is like hot. I had a drink of water. I don't know where it's from. Anyway, I'm gonna give this. I found my water. 8. I don't think I give anything on my channel less than a 7 or 8, because most things are pretty darn good. I know there's quite a lot. I would say this is a good 3 or 4 meals, depending on portions, but it's actually called a no fuss shepherd's pie, because essentially it was. My favourite part, like the crispy potato bit on top. But you get to the point where if you eat all that bit, then you'll have leftover mince. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'm going to film this. If you like and subscribe, this is Vlogmas Day. I would just look at a clock or look at my phone and think, oh, this day. I want to say Vlogmas Day. Sunday. I think it's going up on Sunday. No, it's going up Saturday or Sunday. And I'm filming it on a Thursday. I'm actually enjoying this. Anyway. Thank you very much for liking and subscribing. I'll see you tomorrow for the next day of vlogging.